won't stop giving you. Whole world should become e-Kailashian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great.
E-Kailas of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. Continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus, creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism.
Anandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandhavadhitham Gagana Sadusham Tatvamastyadilaksham. Nithyanandam, welcome dear viewers to today's special segment of Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, where we will learn about who is Devi Parashakti, conscious miracle of existence. Existence is trying to express itself through you. Welcome to this sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine.
Intervention in your life to make you manifest what you want.
So how is this possible? How has this worked before? Experience these answers through the powerful cognition as referenced from the ancient text of Hinduism, revived by the
pure feminine consciousness, the cosmic mother. And she is the source Shakti, and it is in her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on.
Even idea to relate starts with mother. How to relate starts with mother. Understand your idea to relate, your ability to relate starts with mother. Mother is too important way to connect with what you think of as life. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest form to ever connect.
And today, out of his extreme compassion and love,
so let us understand what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. What is Samadhi? Sama is oneness and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one
moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being. As just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver. Darshan is a powerful superconscious vibration that is a reset button on your being.
The first thing you need to understand is that divine cosmic beings are real.
And Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body,
and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi.
And in the form of the supreme point of Hinduism to bridge the gap and create an experience of the superconscious energy in all of us.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential and energy in every human being. The influx of
And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirroring.
So let us understand what are the Akashic readings. Akashic readings are not predictions. They are readings from the cosmic archives. Beyond space, creation, and destruction happen simultaneously.
And now we will be learning who is the supreme point of Hinduism, the one who is
concept of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahatma, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The supreme concept of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened.
Third, Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailash Sarvagnipitam, which is the Tonde Mandala Adhini, the incumbent emperor of Surya Vamsha Sarangi Samrajya, the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kailas Sonata Shyamala Pita Sarvagnipitam, and the present Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akara, which is
of the Dharma Muktis Parigopuru Adinam, and has been elected the supreme concept of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders.
And the supreme point of Hinduism, 1,000 titles, and over 20 million copies of books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded, with over 10,000 hours of discourses. And the supreme point of Hinduism has also enriched.
The supreme concept of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, is the reviver of the 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, and is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sadvanipitas. The supreme concept of Hinduism is the collector of the largest.
Into the next segment, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of the powers
definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan,
Literally, those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness,
I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
we get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. Whole world should become Ekailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great.
Nithyanandam everyone, welcome. So today, the Balasans, the Nityananda yogis and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Point of Hinduism will be demonstrating the powers of the third eye and sharing with all of us the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the powers awakened in us. We'll be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded. And for those of you who might be wondering where the third eye is located and how it works, the third eye is a cosmic browsing center which is located between the brows, which are in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism. Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, the divine powers. And manifesting powers are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers, and term Siddhis. So let's look at the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis expressed from the fundamental space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high, or ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar, and are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. The unmanifest and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Throbhava, pulling out to delusion, and Anitiv of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, which is the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced science. And all of this knowledge and the science of power manifestation are passed down from one generation to the next generation through Diksha by enlightened gurus. And the Supreme Point of Hinduism beings of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, Science of Aushadha, Bhakti Yoga, Advaita, Paramashiva Vijnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. And this science of power manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal, and the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an account from the Supreme Point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation, where the applied technology and applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agmas, the Veda Agmas, which is a living applied science for all Hindus, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva, and they are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths, and a reference to manifestation of powers. So we will be first getting into the power of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for the Namanaso Dadyat Lakshaye Lakshyamuttamam. And the translation for this verse is by fixing the mind on the inner space within the ground center, oneness with the source Paramashiva. And the next is the Apta Pramana for this power, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshush. Therefore I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, Bhagavan Krishna's Vishwarupa. And the next is the Atma Pramana in Swamiji's own words. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel it on the screen. Using a PET, a positron emission tomography, the brainwaves of the Supreme Pontiff Hinduism himself was measured. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis initiated and given as a gift to humanity by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So we
otherworldly but definitive sign manifest the cosmic making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnations both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness.
The mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving. We won't stop giving you. Just go. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great. Hindus have something great.
E-Kailasa of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background.
Yes, Nithyananda, everyone. So now we will be getting into the live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis. So as we had to blindfold my eyes, so Ma Amita will be putting this on my eyes. So this is just a blindfold and eye band, which is used for people who black sponge, which will not allow any light to go anywhere. And then we have to the comments out. You can put anything you would like. You can put a sequence of emojis, a sequence of numbers, a sequence of words, or something which doesn't even make sense, and I will be reading it out. So now Amita will be putting it on my eyes. Now all of you can see that the eye band has been put on me. All of you can see. So I'll be turning to all the 4 directions, to my right, to my left, up, and down. So all of you can see that there's, and we will be reading it. I will be reading it. Mahamita will be projecting the comments for me. Okay, so we have Prabjot Gill, and then I think, is that fire or a house? It's, yeah, I guess it's fire. Cat. Yeah. And then we again have Prabjot Gill, who has put another emoji of hands clapping. Anyone else would like to put your comments in? And I think the first comment we have about that is from Sri Nithyananda Yashodharan, who has put Nithyananda. Anyone else would like to put in your comments? Anyone watching us? And in that time, I also have, and before that, I see another comment from Expressions of Me. I am Mahajalandhara Sthitananda, in brackets, and she has put Nityanandama with a heart emoji. Yes, Nityanandama. Okay, so now I'll be reading out the pages. It is page 1172 and 1173. And on 1173, it says, begin is not in your control. That is a continuation of the loving yourself more. Strangely, you start thinking less about yourself. In your defeat, you win others. So that's the first para. Nucleic acid, and a smiley emoji with one eye closed. I don't know what that means. I guess it's some okay, so now Mahamita will be removing the eye bands, and we will be moving on to the next power of body scanning. Okay. Yes. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, in Nijavatara deities, and Nijavatara living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through the heart.
Is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness.
This in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
With consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifest.
Yes, so now we will be getting into the power of body scanning. And this power awakens the ability to scan any illness. Sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize the beat from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power Paradevi Adi Shakti is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. And the next is the Apta Pramana. He uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small tere, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Agathir immediately instructs Teraya, his disciple, to. And the Atma Pramana for this power of body scanning was revealed on the 22nd of December 2019 by the Supreme Court of Hinduism himself. Paraphrasing, he used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the condition due to the poisoning, the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out from social media a few of the disciples out of the thousands of disciples initiated into the powers of Paramashiva. So these few devotees and disciples have in the YouTube comment section, and I will be doing a body scanning for you. So I see Ma Devi Madhu has put Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I was able to see that for you, there is a lot of heat in your body getting accumulated, and that heat is also affecting your thinking process, and it is basically distracting you a lot. So I was able to see for that, if you drink lots of fresh, you can keep it in the fridge and make it cool if you want, but make sure that the fruits are organic and you make the juices at home itself. Don't get juices directly from outside. Don't drink too hot water or too cold water. Always drink the water you drink should always be the section. And I also see Prabjot Gill, who has asked for a body scanning. So yes. That for you, when I did the body scanning, I was able to see that physically there is not much of a problem. It's just you get body aches quite regularly, like once in a week or twice in a week. So I was able to see, even if you want to do more physical activities and do whatever you're able to see here. And I also see that you've asked how to take care of the Venkateshwara deity. So you can you can take care of like some soap, some food. You can keep the normal everyday things which we use. You can keep it for Venkateshwara, like the brush, paste, body scanning. And again, Ma Devi Madhu has asked, I'm very much depressed, Ma. Thank you for your body scanning, Ma. Please heal me, Ma. Yes, Ma. During the body scanning itself, healing also happens. And I see Ma Mahajalendra Nithyananda has asked, when do the Kalbharava readings take place? And so yes, Ma. Yes. So before the Kalbharava Bhavasamad Darshan, we have the Akashic readings during the power manifestation demo. So there's a link which you can sign up for. I also see many others asking for a body scanning. Ma Stephanie has asked for Ma Shyamala Devi, and I think Ma Saline Ji has also asked. And now with this segment before the Parashakti Akashic readings and before the Baba Samadhi darshans. So you all can again join us and request for the body scanning.
Otherworldly but definitive sign manifest the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, in Nijavatara, manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest.
Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna.
When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is lasting transformation in us.
Who is Devi Parashakti and how can you connect with Devi Parashakti?
Yes, now? Sindhuraruna vigraham trinayana manikya mauli spurat taranayaka shekharam smitamukhi mapina vakshoruham vanibhyamalipurnarat.
With triple eyes sporting a crown of rubies, studded with the peasant, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other
Animadhibiravrita mayukaihi rahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani.
We can go back to the last slide, please. Color. Her eyes are full of compassion, and she holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hand. She is surrounded on all sides,
from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, the source.
through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff Kingdoms of Jagatguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda is gracing us, answering all of our
herself, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kaila Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, taking the form
as the source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Ichakriya and bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you.
Now let's see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally when you attend the darshan, you are seeing Panal Dakshina. It can even be the lowest value in India. So it can even be 1 paise. And in the US, it can even be just a cent. Swamiji says, I'm not trying to monetize.
Take it as a prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to LA Temple. This beetle leaf, a beetle net may look too small, but in a few days.
And now all of you can see how you can arrange and set up your tambulam. So you can set up the 2 betel leaves, the 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin on a plate and keep it in front of the screen. Moving to the next segment where we will be seeing what are the Akashic readings and we will learn more about the Akashic readings.
And understand how she has been giving solutions for all of humanity and what we can learn and how we can save ourselves during this.
I request the interview of learning what are the Akashic records. Okay, so we will be back after a short break. Sorry for the technical glitch. We will be back after a short break to continue to learn.
Nithyananda? Different guidelines and the guidance of Devi Parashakti during this extremely dark and tense time. Devi Parashakti has given a very dark world, and we are met by unforeseen circumstances and unsubstantiated situations. Devi Parashakti has literally descended, has literally manifested through the Supreme Pontiff. Once they have been infected by coronavirus, will be extremely compromised. We'll just be dissecting this revelation that Devi Parashakti has given. Each and every one of us, I hope, can take a few minutes to share this link, and as well make sure that you are following this official ourselves, our friends, our community who are connected with us in this grand social network in order to, and this digital platform is one of the ways that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making that happen across the world. So in this next collapsed. Freedom from all this suffering is the life of living enlightenment. First, prevent yourself from this deadly corona. Symptoms like depression and anxiety are also showing to be common in those who have contracted COVID-19. And as you can see here, this is from Global News, and this is another article by BMC Psychology. So here it says the impact of COVID-19 on mental health, and it's showing the results, the status, and the need to take care of the family most affected the current and future plans. Almost 1/2 of students took to exercising, and they are saying that the stress levels are at their height in how they behave. They've seen students' stress levels rise and fall, usually in tandem with midterm and final exams. But since the onset of coronavirus pandemic, rates of depression and anxiety have soared.
I will reveal the secret of the universe and its expansion. Life lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire. But Ultimately, this Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Now, of the universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being to Kailasa and experience liberation. Kailasa is the space where will be the truths of the country, society, ecosystem, society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, truths. Because Kailasa, cosmic ecosystem is manifesting. Expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrated.
Yes, so what Devi Parashakti had said beautifully is, listen intensely. I will reveal the secret of complete liberation. Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Mu Mandala. Easily in an accelerated speed and space. Now too many souls are from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be a part of Kailasa and manifest Kailasa. That is the reason of the rate of expansions will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation. Kailasa is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the cosmic science, is nationalism. This cosmic law is country existential truth. Because Kailasa, the cosmic ecosystem, is manifesting expansion of the universe, has been accelerated. So profound. How the whole universe is celebrating and expanding because of the expansion, the decision and manifestation of the Nijavatara, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism on planet Earth. So let's now watch actually a video where we have explained, it's explaining very clearly how
around the world have just completed a 20-year-long survey of the night sky, measuring the positions and distances of more than 4 million galaxies and quasars. This detailed map will help scientists listen to our own Milky Way. Billions of galaxies are spread throughout the observable universe. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a journey from our place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structures of the visible universe, and will tell you about how, or by either assuming that there exists some mysterious dark energy, or by modifying Einstein's theory of gravity, called general relativity. In this process, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift. In this new map of our universe, it focused on different classes of galaxies: nearby galaxies, red galaxies, more distant star-forming galaxies, and superluminous distant active galaxies. Own mapping of the extragalactic sky, and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxies and quasars. These successive surveys allow scientists to trace the large-scale structures of the universe up to a fraction of its horizon, represent after the birth of the universe, also known as the Big Bang. Adding the EBOS data to the previous Sloan exploratory phases 1, 2, and 3, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey now has a database of 4 million galaxies and quasars that rule our universe.
known history. And we also have an article here from the National Geographic that says the universe seems to be expanding faster than all expectations. The next slide, please. And it's saying that the fresh evidence suggests that the universe would force us to reconsider a fundamental aspect of the whole cosmos. It's really amazing how this all is coming into play, exactly as all the institutions, even put together, are not even able to understand what's going on here. What are the fundamental laws and forces and cosmic laws at play? What is going on, and why is the universe expanding? And according to this article, 9% faster than it was before, or from the Harvard University, how it's saying, don't worry, the expansion of the universe is still accelerating. And here it says that there are independent evidence, including fluctuations in the cosmic microwave, the background, and radiation from the early universe, among others. Yes, and what it means, but also what does it mean to us on a individual level? Okay, the universe is expanding, the cosmos is in its entirety, as the whole universe is expanding, just as Devi Parashakti had revealed.
Listen, the key information, the key line I wanted to last few years, I am screaming in top of my voice that superconscious break. It's a dark energy, the dark matter in that level, the unmanifest, in avyakta, unmanifest level. In the dark energy, in the dark matter, unmanifest, avyak, what we call dark energy, dark matter. The triggering matter. Because scientists are using the word dark energy, dark matter, I am using the same word. But if you ask non-cognize, human beings are calling it as a dark matter. But because human eyes can't cognize, but third eye can cognize, I am calling it as a Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti, light, superconsciousness is the word. You call it as dark. With three eyes, when you see something and you know it cannot be seen by the two eyes, you call that as Jyoti. Sutta Swayam Prakasa is one and the same. Please listen. This acceleration of expansion is from the unmanifest, avyakta. Sir, is imminent. It has to happen. It is happening. I have been sent to planet Earth to facilitate this only.
Yes. So understand that Devi Parashakti virus, then the whole immune system of the body is being compromised. And in so many different ways, we saw just after that how the whole world began recognizing exactly how about the immunosuppression of COVID-19 on the body, the effects on the body, and how Devi Parashakti had revealed that, and immediately after, just days after it happened. Yes. We can go on to the next slide, please. Yes.
You will be able to sit in Padmasana like me. Eat the rice with a neem flower.
This is the instruction for all the humanity. Relax your body and clear apana. Om. You will be able to sit in Batmasana.
Mana and prana and detox the body and clear apana. And actually, we have seen in different magazines and a lot of medical research how the neem flower has tremendous benefits on the human body. The neem flower actually has so much a benefit on the digestive health. Neem flowers help in improving digestive health, and they are used mainly in dry powdered form for cooking. It can be included in its potent properties, which help in fat breakdown. We've also seen how the dried flowers can be powdered and consumed every morning. And the dried neem flowers in their powdered form can be consumed every morning with a glass of water. It helps in blood detoxification and purifies the body internally. This means clearer and visibly see how it affects our daily energy, our tiredness levels, our fatigue levels, and so much more. We can see literally how the blood. The next slide, please. Yes, another a few extremely powerful and it acts with a similar way of many cells in our immune system, and effect has a chemopreventive and reducing the early stages of cancer in these organs. So that is a very profound thing that we found on neem flower, that it actually has chemoprevention. You can soak the flower in water overnight, and early morning, if we start drinking that water, it will help you to strengthen the body. And also for balancing the pitta, you can roast the flowers in ghee, and that can be made as tuvail with curry leaves. So literally change the way that you are interacting with others, that you are reacting to life. You'll feel less stress, less tiredness, less chronic fatigue in your life. So it is an extremely powerful way that you can really, the positivity in our body can be absolutely enlivened by the neem flower. And it cures any kind of anxiety that you have, any depression that you have, and everything else. And through these offerings, you can manifest deep oneness in your life. So we'll be right back with you to begin this next segment after a quick break.
So far, all of us have had an amazing preparation for the Akashic readings with Devi Parashakti, where we learned who is Devi Parashakti, what is Akashic readings, etc. And now, what we are going to enter into is a very, very, very profound segment. Because when Devi Parashakti comes in front of you, open up ourselves only when we give. If you have observed, let's say how you have something, let's say you got your something that you're so excited about, but free of become more open to receive. So the best way to open yourself to enable the receptivity, pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts: giving and accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete in itself. Offering is not made of fear nor of greed. It enables you to experience the pure love, the divine energy, grace, with blessings, boons, powers, etc. The next slide, please. युक्तम् अङ्गहिमभूषण विचित्रवसनं स्यात् Tungamkutochalamano, decorated with jeweled ornaments, in wonderful clothes and shining big crown. Her name is Manam. Divyairavharanairvibhushitatanum brahmadivippujitam. Devi meva manonmani. Is worshipped by Brahma and other gods. And Chisha was auspicious boon for all of our actions every day. These shlokas, as these jnana mantras aptly describe, because gold is a very, very sacred element. It's a divine element. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, gold is considered as one of the most, and everything it's made of gold. Because gold is an extremely precious and high alchemy metal which can hold the energy of alchemy. It purifies anything it touches. It's an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing. The next slide, please. Everything is built on the gold. The next slide, please. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold. Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was also called as Hiranyavartani in Atharvana Veda. Now let us enter actually into these offerings. Bhakti Vasya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmanayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. You're always, as a first lesson of being able to express your gratitude, you are given maybe a 50 paise coin or a 25 paise coin, 1 rupee coin, 10 rupees or something, and then you are asked to drop in the plate or the bundi before you take the arati. That's how we are taught. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made this opportunity available for all the human beings, where digitally you can offer the pundi from wherever. Sayaithan mohyate vishwam saiva vishwam prasyuyate saya chitta cha vijanam tushtaruddhim prayaschati. Materialistic sense. This comes in Devi Mahatmya, chapter 12, verse 34. Understand, offering the sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses us with all the fruition of our desires, wishes, whatever we want. This is just $1 only, and you can make your offering just $1 per person. Next slide, please. She who likes a repetition of her various names. Here, when it's said as names, it's not just the names, but her very dimension. When you say Shri Mata, she is the mother of the whole universe. Shri Maharagni, she is her name. This offering, where Parashakti, each and every dimension is offered, and by that offering, you are cherishing and worshipping that dimensions. And those dimensions we can. Tahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham Shinjannu pura kinkini maniparangidam.
मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारानिधिम् मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं gemstones and has small bell who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by experience, the ocean-like compassion of Devi Parashakti. Also, any success you want to experience in business endeavor, you can offer that. Mukta Amruti. And when it is releasing that Amrita, it just floods every nerve of you, making your entire system so blissful. This Mantika, this hairline jewelry, your Swarna Mantika, the gold, and the space of complete completion. Next slide. Pratyaksha Pada Puja.
The Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a very, very, very profound and extremely beautiful.
Padme Tata Kim Tata Kim Tata Kim Tata Kim.
Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya beautifully sings in this verse. He says, you can have a good form, handsome body and a very beautiful form, very beautiful wife. What use is this? What use? What use? Similarly, another scripture beautifully quotes, which says, Ananta samsara samudra para naukarikabhyam bhakti. And then it says, Namo namaha Shri Guru Padukabhyam. And the best way to experience that Guru Bhakti is by worshipping the lotus feet of the Guru. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Guru is a center, the backbone of the whole of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Even in the goodness, joy, costless happiness, costless, reasonless gratitude, you just sit, you enjoy because you enjoy because he is in the human form. Just sitting at the feet of Paramashiva, offering your gratitude, your love, your devotion, just enjoying the presence of Swamiji is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So for anybody that wants to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, that's happening around in Kailasa, and we have just a few days left, do not miss. Go ahead and sign up for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and on the sacred day of Guru Purnima, the auspicious day,
The best.
the Vastra Seva's offering of clothes to Devi Parashakti, where you connect to Devi, like how when your mother comes, right? Or when if Devi comes, what will you do to her? You will feed her with best food, you will, give her good rest, and you will give her. Now, we'll take you all through the list of the offerings that we have taken you all through. 7th is the Swarna Tika. 8th is Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And 9th is Vastra Seva. So, for each and every one of you, you all can offer any of these and experience the benefits and fulfillment and all the. Here, there are 2 links, tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi. And if you just want to register for the Seva, but you need help, register here. And if you want to make the payment right now, you can visit tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. For all of you,
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Param.
So I repeat the link. Time. So you'll actually see.
As it opens up to the page, it takes you all to the portal. It will show you the offerings.
And once you go there, you will actually see this Parashakti Bhasma Darshan, the donations will be written. Scroll. And then once you choose that, yes, you can just click it. You can click that button. And then you can scroll down and fill in all your details.
To it, and you can go ahead and click place the order towards the bottom right. So add your right. So add your billing details, fill the billing details completely. It will so the moment you place the order, it will give you the order number, and that is where you complete your registration. But after this, the step is not completed with this. You have to go to the moment you fill this, please go to Parashakti's the offering that you want to make. Please go to this form so you can fill your details, so that only when you fill this form, your name, the name of your family members will be chanted in the ritual. So please make sure so that we can ensure you have to. There's a whole detail including the ticket number, and you have to do the whole thing. And you can go to the bottom of the page. And you can also enter the prayer that you, particularly after that, you can all go ahead and click which darshan that you're offering for. Here it will be Pratyaksha. Yes, here you'll have to, and filling all the details so that you are experiencing the complete benefits of offering to Devi Parashakti. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, to those of you that are wanting to offer now,
So in the comment section, you will see that there is a small dollar symbol. Yes, you can click on the dollar symbol now. It will help. It will give you different options so that you can become a member. Yes, you can click the join option now. So whichever sticker you want, just click it, and then you will be led to offer. The next is super chat. So yes, you can click the super chat. Here you can click buy and send. Okay, so next is, yes, you can, yes, you can disclose it, huh? Elashin gold. So each member you can just you get the different payment methods. So
and this is just a one-time setting. So the offering, and just sitting right on your couch, sitting where you are, just on YouTube, you can sit. So with this, now let's all get ready to move to the further segments of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. Let's all now get ready to hear the preparation steps for what is the best that you can do.
Otherworldly but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate
Institution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you their enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
to the world. We have something great.
Proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of you will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper custom can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailas practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
COVID care centers today are necessary. And what is the situation the world is facing today? The world as we see today, Human Rights Watch has reported that more than 1.5 36.5% of US college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic good grades. Approximately 1.277 billion learners are currently affected due to school closures in response to the pandemic. According to UNICEF monitoring, 46 countries are currently implementing nationwide post to shut down schools all over. These numbers show more than 70% of the world's student population has been impacted. Mental illness history in the United Kingdom, 83% said that the pandemic had made their conditions worse. 26% said they were unable to access mental health support. Peer support groups and face-to-face services have been cancelled, and support by phone or online having mental health disorders, mental illnesses who need mental health support are not able to access the same because healthcare is not available. Mental health services in 93% of the countries worldwide, while the demand for mental health is increasing, according to a new WHO survey. Naturally, in the wake of this COVID-19 pandemic, the amount of stress today. Recently, a study also found that 18% of individuals, including people with and without a past psychiatric diagnosis, who is impacted by this COVID-19 pandemic, we can see that not only the physical impact of this virus, but also on the mental health level, where the people after being infected by the coronavirus, the insecurity of the future, all this combining and raising the mental health care issues worldwide. Surveys also found that substance for adults and 26% reporting serious thoughts of suicide compared to 11% of all adults. Every school freshman failed to graduate from high school on time. Now that is the situation the world is in today, where the COVID-19 are not only facing school closures, but also a crisis in the form of increased mental health disorders from stress, anxiety, the effects of this. In the face of this, let us see what contributions have been and are being done by Kailasa reviving the whole Hinduism in all its glory and tradition. And in Hinduism, as Gurukul system of education, which is less of an education and more of a transmission and the power of initiation. Let us see what the de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa across India. So to register, all you need to do is go to this link and sign up. https://kailasa.org/ And now let's move to the whole Gurukul, real Hindu Gurukul, Hindu University atmosphere I had in Tiruvannamalai in 1970s, blossoming minds, creating a gateway of possibilities, creating an enlightened civilization with yogic body and Vedic mind. The various spiritual powers. The Gurukul functions according to the supreme pontiff of Hinduism's vision that education is for life, But life itself is not for education. Newer in India is the non-involving narrative style of teaching. The original Indian education system was not about continuously giving words knowledge rather than mere transfer of knowledge. Whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if it is based on the weakest link, it is called generalization. The Gurukul ambience is for specialization, not for generalization, and forcing you to conform to it, pressurizing you to memorize it, forcibly letting you manifest, specialize, letting you manifest your specialization, letting you grow, glow. In Vedic tradition, examinations are not done by question answer method. That is Macaulay's method, clerk making. In Vedic tradition, all examinations are conducted the thought current. If the student is able to express the thought current cohesively, then he has mastered it. What is real education? If we are teaching the science of completion to our kids, we should be able to guarantee which becomes their cognition style, which becomes their very being. For hours, you cannot speak on transformation of thought current is success. Our Gurukuls are not teacher-centric. Our Gurukuls are education-centric, freedom. Please understand, only the basic formulas are taught. Basic tools to awaken knowledge is taught. Then student is left free to explore, not like dams for your inspiration and energy. It is an embankment for the wild river. Embankment is different, dam is different. With a dam, you are dammed. Disciples were Advaitis. What does that mean? Only the basic analysis scales were given to you, but you are left free to analyze. You are given the spoon. Being Advaiti, Ramanuja was even able to think in the language of Vishishta Advaita, shows the freedom available in Gurukul. And the same way, there are many Advaitis who studied at the feet of Dvaitis or Vishis, education-centric, not teacher-centric. Unfortunately, in the modern day, because teachers have not taken the responsibility to be education-centric, Shavahai. This verse, it says, maybe both, meaning the teacher and the student, both together be protected. So the teacher is also praying along with the new heights of seeking. That is where even the Ishtadevata concept has come. Guru encourages the disciple to try being available as a good support guide, not being heavy on them. The uniqueness of our Gurukuls are freedom to explore, create, the constructive freedom they enjoy. With the principles of completion, the four tattvas of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, as well as a truth to one and all, to every being in this cosmos. Because one is established in the vow of ahimsa, in the fundamental truth of by providing security to the rose plants in the garden of the Nithyananda Gurukul, resulting in the rose plants dropping their thorns. The feeling, by the feeling of oneness and the feeling of ahimsa and abhayam sarva bhutebhyo, that was imparted as a teaching to the students, know a little bit more about the fundamentals of the Indian Gurukul and the future of education. Let us watch this video, a satsang excerpt by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda.
As per the astrology, no theory can rule
any human society which is Gurukul system. Gurukul system. The future of education is where the teacher, because basically kids do what you do. They won't do what you say. Understand? They do what you do. They won't do what you say. The future of the Indian education system, I can say, the future of any intelligent education system will be through our Gurukul system. It is going to be the Gurukuls. In Indian education system, study the teacher. Teacher need to study the student. Understand? After thoroughly studying the student, completion and enlightenment. Other than the science of enlightenment, all other things, master selects the subject in which the student will be successful. And then student is enlightenment. As the context, even if you learn the archery, enlightenment is the context. If you study administration, enlightenment is the context. If you learn, enlightenment is the context. Indian education system
And that was a glimpse, an excerpt of sorry for the technical glitch. Today, education is new to the well-being, stability, and growth of not only every child, but to humanity as a whole. The Gurukul system is known to be the knowledge trove of Hinduism. Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Gurukul system is being revived in its disciple relationship. After decades of study on the physical, we are in a complete meditative state, despite being fully active and engaged. In the world of athletics, this state is known as being in the zone, a glimpse into the peak's peak. Recent studies have also found that we imbibe the body language, behaviors, and patterns of those in our environment than the enlightened guru, who, as per modern science, exists as the superconscious, biological, reproducible anomaly, at an unprecedented rate. After careful study of the colonialism era, it was found that the Gurukul system was standing as the backbone and stability way of cunningly destroying the Gurukul system, because they understood the impact that their education system had and the way it fundamentally, very naturally produces leaders, core of the Gurukul system of education, and then systematically destroying it inch by inch, pillar by pillar, India. And that allowed the further destructions also to see historically the destructions that have been caused by the invaders and Bihar alone. With the systematic destruction of Hindu universities and Gurukuls, also went more than 80. Our English schools are flourishing wonderfully. The effect of this education on the Hindus is prodigious. No Hindu who has received an English education ever continues to be sold which that religion has on his mind. It is my firm belief that if our plans of education are followed up, there will not be a single idolatry and reflection. I heartily rejoice in this prospect. Contrast that with what is happening today in Kailasa's Nithyananda Gurukul, where it heralds and is leading the October 2006 when the Nithyananda Gurukul was inaugurated first officially in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham. In 2008, one can see the students of the Nithyananda Gurukul practicing yoga and meditation of the fundamental nature of the Gurukul system of education. 50% of Gurukul Balasans study 1 to 3 years ahead Mensa at the age of 14. Irrespective of the student, it was across the board this performance, and that goes to show how the Gurukul system of education awakens the full brain as genius Hindu scriptures. The Balasans practicing Shivastambha Yoga under the guidance of blindfold, that is a traditional rope yoga, along with the blindfold being enabled by the awakening of the third eye power, the glimpses, the really cherishable moments when the students of the Nithyananda Gurukul are directly being trained by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the field of archery. And 30% of the Gurukul Balasans demonstrate visibly the capacity to spontaneously play instruments without formal training. The awakened whole brain, they are able to pick up across the board, including playing musical instruments without being taught the way today we learn music. Instead, they are just able to download or pick it up. And the Gurukul, on 5th October 2018, one can see here the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul demonstrating the ability to read, blind, limited to reading through the third eye or the Anya Chakra. 11th October 2015, the Gurukul Balasans participating in the Vakyartha, where each Balasan, after internalizing the highest truths as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, almost internalizing. That is what Vakyartha Sadas is all about, and it forms a very fundamental component of growing up in the Gurukul. 11th March 2017, the take on the dais, the public dais, where they are able to address the Kailasian delegates. One can see here the Balasans addressing the Kailasian delegates in the Balasans of the Nithyananda Raja Gurukul after successfully hosting the worldwide webinar on the highlights and science of the Nithyananda Gurukul in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham. And what impact the Gurukul has, one can see statistically also, where it shows whole brain learning, stress-free living, repeated verbatim. That is what is Ipasantagrahi, which is a very natural accomplishment at the Nithyanandas over 150 countries. available to the public from 2003 onwards.
$20 million enrollments, 7,000 plus courses, delegates and teachers from 50 plus countries directly contributing to Nithyananda Hindu University. Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji is revealing the science of Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul and its significance.
Long rituals are not kriya. To awaken all the life energies. See, totally we have 21 life energies. I will describe all the 21. Internally, there are 21 life energies. Ability to visualize, ability to make decision. All these 21 is given to you, but you use them. I have seen people become thieves by not knowing the power. If you know, you own trillions. Why will you steal? Listen, astenomy. I tell you, each of my Gurukul kid, the powers they can manifest. Understand, Gurukul is not a joke. It is a powerful science. Plus one. If there are 3 child, it is not 1 + 1 + 1 3. No, it is. I have always seen, whenever I download a power on one child, when the brahmacharis, when they sit as one team, it is very easy for me to just, like a lightning, pour the energy on them. The multiple life energies
Pontiff of Hinduism, he goes on sincerely contributing everything he has for the world. From the field of nutrition to education by the world dignitaries, leaders, and multi-faith diaspora. Now, let us see the revelations to the world by Devi Parashakti, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Nijavatara. I am blessing you, listen. People, listen. To do good to all of you, I have taken the form of Nithyananda and came down as the Nijavatara. People have to live, it has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion, we cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. Before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all the Aushadas, by this Guru Purnima, that Jnana Rasavadam, Navabhashana is going to flower. Allow people to come and take a dip in the Navabhashana flower. People, listen well to my words. For India, as protection, the Nithyananda Navabhashana Lingam in Vaidya Sarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa. O Indians, listen. All those who are regretting losing the Nijavatara and medicine to get the health and protection and enlightenment, to protect people from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made. It is Kailasa that has opened its doors to one and all without exception. It is the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, with his grace and compassion, opened his homes of Kailasa that are built by the Nijavatara himself, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, his divine holiness Swamiji. So this is the immense opportunity to one and all to protect themselves from this ongoing pralaya. A number of free COVID care centers are opened across India, which includes the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Paramashivam in Tamil Nadu, Sri Puram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam in Erode, Tamil Nadu. Yes, Swamiji is having on the humanity by opening his doors of Kailasa to one and all unconditionally for them to feel protected in the go through because of this ongoing pandemic. What are the measures that we are taking as Kailasa? You've seen a brief about a list of contributions in the field of education, COVID care protection centers in Adi Kailasa and other ecosystems in sorry for the technical. Built, how he built this Nithyananda Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvanya with his hard work right from 2003, brick by brick. What are the events that which includes a number of social services, spiritual services, and most importantly, the cosmic revelations on the global pandemic. Services, which is ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks, and then the organic farming. All these social and spiritual in Vedas and Agamas, and as revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji, AILASACARE. So let us take a few minutes for us to join and log into the COVID Care Protection Center. You can register yourself through this link. Kailas educational services to one and all, especially physically for all the kids who are residing as part of this COVID Care Protection Centers in Adi Kailasa Sarangapeetham, and virtually for a number of kids who are going through the e-Gurukul program. With more than 1 billion kids not having access to education sovereignty, Kailasa's Department of Education is focused on providing this Hindu educational services to one and all for free, and reclaim your Nithyananda Rajvidya Gurukul that is there in the Adi Kailasa's Nithyananda Sarangapeetham to one and all. You can see here how the kids are so blissfully radiating the conscious sovereignty of them. They are radiating the state, space, being, super consciousness of Paramashiva. They dress and live as they get ready and perform the Pratama Vinyasa Krama Yoga. Apart from doing alankaram to the deities, and they also learn how to do homa. So all these formal education, formal Hindu education helps them to reclaim their conscious sovereignty. In Adi Kailasa and Nithyananda Sarangapeetham hosts a number of daily rituals, that is to help the humanity attain the world peace with the blessings and in Adi Kailasa. What you're seeing is the pictures of the Nitya Pujas, which includes the Abhishekams and Arati days in a year on Brahmotsavams. These Brahmotsavams is a time when the community come together to celebrate the presence of God, presence of divine in their lives. So this particular picture is from the Mahamrityunjaya Homa. This particular picture is from the Meenakshi Tirukkalyanam on Chitra Puja happens, where the community comes together, live together, and have the meals together and celebrate Paramashiva. The kids also connect with the nature so blissfully. The glimpses of the kids from the COVID Care Protection Centers, how they evolve themselves to attain their conscious sovereignty. They do power manifestation, yoga, puja. They learn the sciences that are that the Hindu. So here is an opportunity for one and all to register yourself through this link below. Kailasa has established for the humanity to save themselves from Pralaya. So do not miss this opportunity. You have KAILASACARE. So let's take a few minutes to register yourself in kailasa.org/Kailasa-care. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for the next segment.
Spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Cattle, otherworldly, but definitely agamas elaborately explain the whole science of his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask. Bless. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy
through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all of the viewers who are joining us right now. Now, I know that many of us for the first time got to know about some of the greatest aspects of the Adhyam as a ship, which will help each and every one of us sail through this pralaya, and is literally the home for millions of people during these extremely dark times. Despite having contributed the most and ensured the most, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has faced so much of persecution in every single front. Now, today, in this Hinduism, for the last more than 1,000 years, it's the largest, most prolonged genocide in human history, but it is entirely invisible. Now, in this, yes, while we get prepared and we're getting back with you, I invite all of the viewers to ensure that you know about nothing but the hard work of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to ensure. As you can see here, yes, we can go back to the previous slide, So here we're seeing a little bit of a glimpse into the temple are handled and treated and governed. So here we understand on the left-hand side, government servants, Waqif board are appointed in these positions. And churches, government makes no appointments nor interferes in the appointment. So we're seeing a very physical diagram of how how literally the government is pulling out treatment in any other case. The next slide, please. Now, we're going to just see glimpses of a recent history of the science of power manifestation, the most unique contribution that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has brought down. In 1835 to 38, William Adam was commissioned by the colonial government to make a report for Thane of Natur, Rajasthani, and he recorded the population was 1,120,900 midwife per 408 women. Sorry, can you go back to the previous slide? The previous slide, 1973, the Kartar Singh Committee of the government of India had recommended that there should be at least one midwife or auxiliary nurse midwife available per 10,000 to help and empower women to be independent, to have and maintain their own livelihood, and so on and so forth. The next slide, please. So now we're going to understand this story and this example of Sulagiti Narasamma, or Janani Amma, and is what W. Adams in the 1830s free of charge, which means at least 4 deliveries per week. And that's entirely free for 70 years. And not only that, people do not know that she actually used power manifestation in the medical field. Best powers. She could very easily detect the position of the baby in the womb. A very amazing gift that she had been manifesting as a power of Paramashiva. And this is one of the powers of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's see the example of Ramanuja from the 22nd of December 1887 to 26th April 1920. would simply say, Mukur Mahalakshmi showed me or told me. The next slide, please. Surgery is actually Rishi Sushruta. Sushruta was an ancient Indian physician known as the main author of the medical treating fractures, general surgery, reconstructive plastic surgery, anesthetics, rhinoplasty, perineal lithotomy, and the suturing of wounds and the extraction of foreign objects. Sushruta was written and practiced using third eye powers, the level of detail and ultrasonography and X-rays. Yes, we can go on to the next slide. When Lakshmana cuts the nose of Surpanaka, and the procedure of the plastic reconstructive surgery has been mentioned in the Sushruta Samhita, a treatise on surgery and medicine dating back at least 900s BCE, and is called the Nasik losing war with Muslim ruler of Mysore, Hidar Ali, had his nose cut. This surgery was done for free in a village. So we have so many examples of the surgery which was done prisoner by the terrorist Tipu Sultan and suffered amputation on his nose and one of his hands. Thereafter, Kawalji rejoined the army and was subsequently reported in the Gentleman's Magazine and Historical Chronicle, volume 64 by Sylvanus Urban, printed by John Nicholas in 1794. And we also have a link here which is available. Which was considered to be the best by the British. In the modern era, however, Nayis are considered to be marginal barbers. Although the colonial rulers took away that even contemporary India is facing challenges in healthcare sector, and so much so that it ranks amongst the first in the number of infant deaths at the time of birth. Hinduism is reviving, is being destroyed literally. Now we're going to see the Adi Nithyananda Peetham, the ancient attack, the attack against this Adinam with the Adi Nithyananda Peetham in Pavlakundru. Now, this is the very place of the first enlightenment experience. Now, let's just watch this beautiful video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has described that experience.
Enlightenment Day. As per the tradition, he appeared from the third eye of Mahadeva.
4:30 to 6:30. Maybe you can say this. This is the Sandhya time.
Around the time of sunset and moonrise, he became enlightened there. That place is called Parashakti, Coral Hill. I can say in a way the whole ambience. Those days, I started practicing the self-enquiry. Who am I? Sometime I may feel from where the thoughts are rising. That is, thought I start by yearning. Started taking over me. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Only one moment, something happened. Like I'm being sucked inside, pulled inside. Suddenly something opened in me. Who is the experiencer? Life, alive, being present in everything, experiencing. The first experience is that I was able to see every 360 degree this side and 360 degree this side. 10 direction. Above and below. How much I am alive inside my skin. The same frequency, the same depth. I was feeling I am equally. In both I exist equally. The trees next to me, the temple near me, the hillock around me, the sky above me, and the moon, sun which was setting, moon which was rising. I felt I am alive in everything around me. Is completely lost. I just know I am that oneness is the existence. Oneness of the center of the cosmos is my stillness. It will feel like pure solid gold flowing in through my spine, which was cool. Full 2.5 days I was able to see all 360 degree continuously. Whether I went to the home or anywhere I was walking around, I was able. The vision of seeing 360 degree has settled, but that experience of I am one has never left. Now, the power of the original lamp is established. I can say, so my message on this Nithyananda Purnima, work on your third eye. Have initiated.
Yes, moving on to the next slide, please. So as you now understand, Pavalakundru Asian community as the deity called Ardhanarishwara. So here we have the great unbroken lineage and the third photo where you're seeing Mata Vibhudananda Puri seated on the Sarvagnapita as the inheritor from Isaki Swamigal, and final ancient items of heritage that were inherited from lineage to lineage. Sorry, from predecessor to successor. And this the first Pita and monastery. And here you can see the celebrations for Kartika Deepam with a few of the devotees. And he was just explaining the significance of this very place. A building built for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by his guru, Mataji Kuppammal. And as you can see, this is a beautiful example of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now, here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving a short discourse at Pavalakundru on the occasion of his birth star celebration. And here are some more pictures from 2007, where the monks of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa, initiated by on the day of Nithyananda Purnima, which is celebrated across Kailasa as this most celebrated festival. Now, on the 25th of June, but unfortunately, and what we should each and every one of us realize is this cosmic airport, this place for ultimate. This is a place where this is The next slide, please. I'll now be chanting this verse. Guru Reva Jagat Sarvam Brahma Vishnu Shivatmakam. Go worship the Guru. We can go on to the next slide. Oh, sorry. We'll just play this video first. The next slide, please. Now, the first attack in 2007 in Pavlakundru. The next slide, please. The second attack was just shortly after that on the 5th of February 2017. Who were just there to serve. On the 16th of June 2017 was the third attack. Yes, we can now play this video.
பின்னர் படிப்படியாக கீற்றுக்கொட்டாய் அமைத்து அதனுள் பஞ்சலோகத்தால் ஆன முருகன் வள்ளி சிலைகளுக்கு இணையாக நித்யானந்தாவின் சிலையை நிறுவி வழிபாடு செய்ய ஆரம்பித்துள்ளனர். அதற்கு அந்த இடம் தங்களது பயன்பாட்டில் உள்ளதாக கூறி நித்யானந்தாவின் சீடர்கள் சில ஆவணங்களை எடுத்துக் காட்டினர். அதை ஆய்வு செய்த உமா மகேஸ்வரி, இது சாபங்களை பொருட்படுத்தாத வருவாய்த்துறை ஊழியர்கள் கூரைகளை பீய்த்து எறிந்து காவல்துறை உதவியுடன் அவர்களை வலுக்கட்டாயமாக இழுத்து வெளியேற்றினர். பின்னர் 5 நாட்கள் அமைதி காத்துவிட்டு கடந்த 22ஆம் தேதி பவழக்குன்று மலையின் மீது ஏறிய நித்யானந்தா சீடர்கள் அங்கு பூஜை மற்றும் தியானத்தில் ஈடுபடத் தொடங்கினர். இதையடுத்து அங்கு சென்ற அதிகாரிகள் காவல்துறை உதவியுடன் மணியடித்து பூஜைகள் செய்ய ஆரம்பித்தனர். அவர்களை விசாரணைக்காக அழைத்துச் சென்றனர். நித்யானந்தா பிறந்து வளர்ந்தது திருவண்ணாமலைதான். அவரது தலைமை பீடமும் திருவண்ணாமலை.
We can move on to the next slide. Of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. On the 16th of June 2017, all the sannyasis staying in Tiruvannamalai climbed up to Pavlakundru and began preparing for their evening rituals, and that is when they assaulted. Sacred religious places of worship were literally destroyed by the casteist supremacy. Here you can see how female monks of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa are being abused by police and casteist. And here are a few of the actual evidences, the proof, where the female monks are being threatened by the government officials, and how one of the ASMT members was brutally attacked by the police. Now, this is Sri Nitya Parabrahma Maharaj after the assault. After the mob entered the premise and started assault, he fainted from the pain during this attack, but the attackers did not stop hitting him and wanting to kill him on the spot. To the Paramashiva Shila, The district collector, without giving any prior notice, executed a planned attack with a clear intention to vacate us. And mob attempts to lynch 3 innocent monks at Pavlakundru also occurred. Repeated attacks made assassins incited with hatred at Pavlakundru. This mob was sent to drive them away, and the reason being the monks resisted the false accusations and the claims made by the police in order to take illegal possession of that land. And here we're also seeing 22nd June, the 6th attack. On the 22nd of June 2017, without any reason, people started dragging the monks and illegally arrested them. Without any reason, the monks were dragged and illegally arrested in too fierce way, harassing and instilling fear inside of them to subjugate them. Here is the different Paramashiva Shila. Here is shown where this sacred place, which is worshipped literally as Paramashiva himself, is vandalized, and they had literally and continuously during the rituals, they would throw stones and sharp weapons and intimidate the monks who are doing the rituals, and of this extremely valuable rare heritage site. And the life attacks by these terrorist forces clearly reveals their demonic agenda to completely destroy the ground. And they also unearthed the sacred Trishul, which was absolutely degrading and ridiculing it. Now, as you can see, the violence against Sanatana Hindu Dharma to practice our sacred Hindu lifestyle. The next slide, please. But Kailasa is the very solution where we can be. Yes, we'll just now watch this brief video.
We need to build a large Kailasa ecosystem. That's the only hope we have. Already, Kailasa has signed, we are going to do it as per Hinduism, with a Hindu constitution. This is the only hope we have for the future. We have. And anyone wants to take Apat Sannyas to protect Hinduism, Hindu scriptures, practice and promote Hinduism, you are gather, live and practice, promote Hinduism and keep it alive and share it with the whole world. Already we have got a property with autonomous Hinduism, protecting Hinduism, preserving Hinduism, preaching Hinduism, non-violence, life positive principles, and keep the humanity alive. Please apply, live and study Hindu scriptures, practice Hinduism. If Hindus are thinking, Hinduism is going to be, wake up to this truth. Even for telling this, but I can be very sure of one thing. If they kill me, they have to face the law. They cannot change the narrative into, I was mob lynched. Now I am in a place where they cannot change the narrative. If they kill me, they have to face the law. If they eliminate me, they have to face the law. They cannot do this changing the narrative. Oh, because of some... I have not made Kailasa to protect me. I have made Kailasa to protect Hindus. Hindu Sannyas Sampradaya, Hindu Gurukul tradition, and Hindu principles, Hindu philosophy, Hindu lifestyle, Hindu spirituality, the only hope for humanity. Gujarat. The Sarvanyapita I made just for girls and women, how they mob. Media and Gujarat police destroyed my Yogini Sarvanyapita in Gujarat, claiming that we are running prostitution and brothel there. Now they don't have an iota of evidence. First of all, we are not doing it. My sannyasis, my sannyasinis in court, they don't have evidence, but they are successful in destroying the Sarvanyapita. That's all they want, and they finished it. This Gujarat police filing a false case on me is the worst false case. I never visited that Yogini Sarvanyapita, even one. I don't know what all the sections they put. And they even filed a charge sheet. Live because of the bail condition that they cannot go out of Ahmedabad jurisdiction. We need to build
Yes, conclusion for this segment in today's program on the persecution against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And as we conclude today, Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Kriyapada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archa. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness
of lifetimes, it awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Relationships in your life, we get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindu. Let us do that.
Of suffering, we have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural awakened response, alive response for life, for customized spiritual service, helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness, If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus, raised from every creed. So this absolutely
there are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, in Nijavatara, in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic dependent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness.
I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
The ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. Being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Here from Bhagwan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
all the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your